where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal content, protect rights, and demand accountability. This episode is brought to us by Yardley Ski Auditing. Be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Auditor Yardley Ski is calmly filming outside a police station when an officer lashes out and detains him in under 60 seconds. No questions, no investigation, just a pure power trip. But Yardley isn't rattled. He challenges every flaw in the officer's approach, exposes the unlawful detention, and later walks away with a nice compensation payout in court, proving yet again another embarrassing police failure.
Your name?
PC Harvey from the North East Dog Unit.
Who?
PC Harvey from the North East Dog Unit. Are you one of these auditors that like...
From the North East Dog Unit?
That's it.
So you got dogs in there?
I have.
Alright.
Mate, just
you're not blocking me in, are you? No, I'm not coming over to the side. Don't touch me and don't follow me either. Dress me as sir. Keep it professional.
Another unit to assist with stuff outside TDJ, please. I've got someone filming the Met building and vehicles going in and out. I'm glad you've come onto the pavement.
No, I don't need to be on the pavement. Don't glad I've done anything. You touch me. Listen.
For a search under section 43 of the Terrorism Act. Alright, I'm PC Harvey from North East.
Alright, what information have you got to
use some common sense.
Detain me under that?
Use some common sense.
What information have you got to detain me under that? If you holding me, look, you're holding my arm. You're holding my arm. You're holding my arm.
Vehicles could come
You're holding my arm. Yeah, but they're not, are they?
But they might.
But they're not.
And you're blocking that.
They're not.
So come onto the pavement. It's a...
Listen, the more you drag me, the more you're gonna
put you onto the pavement.
You don't need to put me on the pavement.
The officer stepping out and immediately restricting the auditor's movement reeks of assumption, not policing. What's especially absurd is that he openly asks if the individual is one of those auditors, clearly indicating prior knowledge of the practice. That alone should have told him this was a lawful audit, not a threat. But instead of using that information sensibly, he jumped straight to invoking Section 43, a serious power meant for genuine terror threats, not someone holding a camera on a public pavement. The officer had already made his mind up before even engaging. No effort to observe, no proper questions asked, just an immediate escalation backed by shaky logic. When someone who knows what auditors are still chooses to weaponize anti-terror legislation against them, it's not ignorance, it's deliberate misuse.
Your behaviour and your actions, these can be sites that are vulnerable to terrorist attack.
And
okay?
what?
And when
What have you got? What information have you got to suspect me of that?
Are you gonna?
What information have you got to suspect me of that?
Are you gonna listen, or are you just gonna keep?
Well, I'm detained, aren't I?
Huh?
I'm detained, aren't I?
You are, but you're asking. You're asking.
But I don't have to listen to you, do I?
You're asking me questions that you want the answers to.
Go on then. What's the answer?
Every time I speak to you, you're talking over me and not allowing me to talk.
Go on then, talk.
Okay. You might be one of these new auditors, they're called. They like to provoke a response out of the police to try and get something for clicks and likes and views on YouTube. It's like a new trend that people like to do. Also, you could have suspected terrorists potentially that could be doing what's called hostile reconnaissance, and what people do before they may decide to launch a terrorist attack is they like to come and do recce's of the buildings and the vehicles that they might think, I'm going to do an attack on that vehicle or that car. That's another reason. Okay, and that's why I've stopped you, and that's why you've been detained.
First, invoking hostile reconnaissance as justification for detaining someone peacefully filming is a stretch so absurd it discredits the entire stop. Real terrorists don't advertise their intentions by openly filming in public view. And if they did, why wouldn't they use far more covert methods? Modern attackers use Google Earth, drone surveillance, or anonymous online mapping to pre-plan their actions, not walk up in broad daylight and film themselves doing it. Even if there was some remote threat, the officer's logic ignores basic context. The auditor was not camera working undercover, but in plain sight. The notion that this constitutes a serious enough risk to invoke Section 43, a power designed for real terror threats, is reckless at best and dangerous at worst. By conflating lawful filming with suspicious behavior, this officer ignored context, precedent, and proportionality.
So why do you suspect me of doing that?
Because that building is vulnerable.
Why do you suspect me of doing that?
Because of where you are.
Am I doing a lawful activity?
No, but it's suspicious.
But am I doing a lawful activity? No, answer that question. Answer that question. Am I doing a lawful activity?
What? By filming a police building and vehicles coming in and out of it?
Yeah.
No, mate, it's suspicious.
Oh, it's not. No, but it's lawful though. It doesn't have to be. So what if it's suspicious? It's lawful, yeah? It's legal.
Yeah,
it's legal. It's legal. It's legal.
Still,
stop there.
Okay, so you're still talking.
Yeah, because it's legal. I'm not doing nothing wrong. What information have you got to suspect me of being a terrorist? What's my behaviour? Because I'm filming. Because I'm doing something lawfully.
Because you're filming.
Am I being unlawful? Am I breaking the law?
Huh?
Am I breaking the law?
Yeah, you've been detained under section 43.
Yeah, but am I breaking the law?
Mate, don't do that.
No, I can't do that.
Vehicle.
I don't care if it's an unmarked vehicle. I can stand there and do whatever I want.
That power that under section 43 of the Terrorism Act gives us the power to look at phones that are being used, photos that have been taken on those phones and videos. So that's what I'm going to do on that Samsung at the moment.
The officer's attempt to justify looking through the auditor's phone by citing section 43 of the Terrorism Act is not only misleading, it's legally flawed. Section 43 allows for a stop and search based on reasonable suspicion of terrorist activity, but it doesn't give officers blanket authority to access personal digital content like photos and videos on a phone. That kind of intrusion requires a higher threshold such as a warrant, consent, or authority under Schedule 7, which doesn't apply here. What's even more alarming is how casually the officer tries to assert this invasive power without any evidence of actual terrorist intent. And based purely on the act of filming a public building, he treats the situation as if it grants him access to private digital property. That is a gross overreach, and courts have already warned against this kind of behavior, especially when it infringes on Article 8, the right to privacy.
I don't think that you're doing something legally by stopping me under section 43.
That's few
crazy.
And far between.
No, it's not few and far between. No, get your facts right.
You can carry on
get your
recording
facts
if
right.
you want, and I'm telling you what's going on at the moment.
Okay, I will carry on recording. I'm not going to tell you my name.
Okay, can you take your bag off?
No.
No, okay, so I'm going to search you with it on your back. So turn around and look at the wall.
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not going to follow your instructions.
Alright, you can just sit tight then.
Yeah. Do you know what? Your colleague, right, stopped me under section 43.
Okay.
Yeah? But I've done nothing wrong. I've been filming here. Yeah?
I can't speak on behalf of my
No,
colleague,
but I've been filming, but I've done nothing wrong.
I can't speak on behalf of my colleague, can I?
Yeah, but I'm filming. It's filming. It's filming. Yeah, but it's filming wrong. Okay. Can I film? I'm just asking you. No, I'm asking you.
Listen.
I'm asking you though.
Let me finish then.
Okay, go on then.
Every time I speak both
yeah, that's what he said earlier on. Yeah, but same script. Yeah,
no,
same
because
script.
I want.
But I'm asking you a straight question. Well, answer the question. Yes or no?
Let me speak before.
Okay. Is that a yes or no answer?
Yes, you can speak.
Oh, so I can film, yeah?
And he's told that to you.
I can film. So, if I can film, why is he stopping me under section 43?
I'm not him. I don't know.
Okay.
All right.
You see?
So there you go then.
He's not you. He doesn't know. If it was him, he wouldn't have stopped me. You know why? Because I can film on the street, legally, lawfully.
This moment absolutely lays bare how fragile and unjustified the original detention really was. When the auditor calmly asks the arriving officer a basic question, "Can I film in public?" the officer eventually admits, yes. That simple admission dismantles the entire premise of the Section 43 stop. Because if filming in public is lawful, and this officer can clearly acknowledge that, then why was the first officer so quick to jump to extreme powers under anti-terror legislation? Even more damning is the second officer's response, "I'm not him. I don't know." That's not just a deflection. It's an unintentional confirmation that there was no clear, shared, or justified reasoning for the detention. In situations as serious as invoking terrorism powers, there should be solid, articulable grounds. But here, it's painfully obvious the original officer acted on assumption, not legitimate suspicion.
Don't put your hand on me. Don't put your hands on me. Do not put your hand on me. I can put this anywhere I like.
Don't in your face.
No, listen. You are standing close to me. No, you go away. Go away. You step away. Right? Because now you're antagonizing me.
I'm not antagonizing.
Yes, you are. You're trying to escalate the situation. Step away. Step away and do not touch me. Well then, I'm not going to let you speak. I don't want to touch. Look, you're doing it again. You're doing it again. You're threatening me. You are threatening me. You are causing me alarm and distress. You're such a way away from me. You do not need to outstretch your hand. I can stand where I like.
Don't put it in someone's face.
I can stand where I like.
Stop being in my face.
I can put this in my face. Oh, do you know? I'm not going near you. I'm not going near you, but I can put it in your face if I like. Okay.
That's fine.
Yeah, cool. You got an arm distance, I've got an arm distance.
That's fine then. But don't put it in his face like you were doing.
I can do what I want.
Like, no you can't.
Yes, I can actually.
You can't, my friend.
I can.
Stop coming near us then.
Yeah, look, I'm not coming near you. You're the one that's stepping near me. Move your hand.
No.
Move your hand from me.
It's my self-distance.
All right then, big man. Yeah, whatever.
It's safe, my friend.
Yeah.
Self-defined ethnicity.
See, you're right in my face now. You're right in my face, so you think you can do it, but I can't.
No, it's my safety.
Yeah, look, see?
My safety.
Well, my safety.
You and I
Look, see?
a minute ago, weren't you, my friend?
Look, see?
There you go, just stand there. That's
No,
fine.
I'm not standing here, I'm moving. I can
Yeah,
walk.
well, stay a distance away from us then.
Shut up.
This officer's behavior was a common example of intimidation disguised as protocol. The auditor posed zero threat. He was simply recording, standing at a reasonable distance, and asserting his rights passionately. Yet this officer, with no real justification, suddenly stretches his arm out and commands, "Stay back," as if the auditor had crossed a line that didn't exist. It's clear he wasn't trying to ensure safety. He was trying to provoke by pretending the auditor was encroaching. The officer manufactured a sense of confrontation that never existed, hoping to bait a reaction. If the auditor had flinched or responded defensively, they'd have likely used it as an excuse to escalate the situation even further, maybe even make an arrest on bogus grounds.
What's your surname? Or you refusing to give that?
Who's refusing?
I don't know. What's your surname?
Don't use the word refuse.
Okay, what's
Do
your
I have to
surname?
give it to you?
No, you don't.
Oh, well then.
So you are refusing.
I'm not refusing.
Well, you are.
I'm not refusing. I don't have to give it to you. Why don't you understand what you're saying?
Do you want to just show us the gallery on the phone of the photos that you've taken in the videos?
And
You have to do that under the law.
I have to do that under the law.
Yeah, under
Actually,
section 43.
let me just say something to you.
Go on.
Right, hold on. Where's my thing? Give me my stop slip.
I'm going to give it to you in a minute once we're finished.
Okay, let me just say something before
Go
I
on.
turn this off and show you.
You don't
yeah?
have to turn it off, but you can
No,
keep it
I will have to
recording.
turn it off. How can I record if I've got to show you stuff?
Because you can keep the app going, can't you?
What app? My filming app.
I don't know, whatever you're
Well, that's
using
what I'm
to film.
filming, yeah. But let me just tell you something, yeah?
Go on.
I don't want you to look at my personal property.
Right.
Yeah? Under section 43,
Yeah.
it doesn't say that you can look under my property
Okay.
in the sense that you're saying it.
Right.
Obviously, you're coercing me that I have to show you because
Right.
as far as you're concerned,
Yeah.
this is part of your bully boy tactics. What are you looking for?
Similar sort of things at other protected sites.
No, what are you looking for? Be specific.
Photographs
Of-
and films
yeah.
of other police buildings, and if there's a pattern of behaviour.
But obviously,
I've already explained
But
it to you
obviously,
when I
I
first
film
started.
police buildings. But what did you say I was?
Huh?
What did you say I could be?
The terrorist?
No, you didn't say that as
Yes,
well.
I did.
Two things you said.
Mate,
What was
it's
the
all
other
on
thing?
here, bro.
What was the other thing? Don't bother me. What was the other thing you said?
I don't know. Go on.
Oh, you can't remember?
No.
You said two things. You said you
Go
could be one of these new.
Oh, an auditor.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I'm an auditor, what will I
Right.
have on my phone?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet.
No, but what would I have on it if I'm an auditor? If you know about auditing, what will I have on my phone?
Other videos
Of?
and photos
Of?
of officers, of ambulance staff, of firefighters.
No. We don't do ambulance or
anything
firefighters.
like
we just
that.
do police.
Just like
Well,
clicks.
I just do police personnel.
Okay, lovely.
Yeah.
Do you want to stop?
So that's
filming
what
now?
you're going to see on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Are we
And is that
finished?
going to be an issue?
I don't know yet because I haven't had a look.
Yeah, but they're going to be the same as filming. This is what I'm saying. You're not going to see any different.
This is.
If you suspect someone is part of a legal, well-documented movement known for filming public buildings to hold police accountable, then finding those very same videos on their phone can't suddenly become suspicious. That's not evidence. That's confirmation of exactly what the person told you they were doing. What's worse is the officer's vague response, "I don't know yet." That says it all. It shows he went digging without a clear, lawful objective. He's not looking for something specific tied to a criminal offense. He's fishing for anything that might retroactively justify the search. That flips the principle of reasonable suspicion on its head. Instead of evidence driving the search, he's hoping the search itself will somehow lead to justification. The officer is essentially saying, "I think you might be doing something legal, but let me search you just in case it somehow isn't." That's not policing.
Under
gonna
section
have a look at
43,
it.
you have to be specific.
I've just told you. Photographs.
Yeah, but when you see these
film.
photographs, what you know what
Well,
you're going
I
to
don't know
see.
until I look at them, do I?
What was all those questions you was asking me? If I what? If I work?
Yeah.
If I do this all the time?
That's
if I
it.
travel up and down?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm interested.
You are.
Yeah.
Well, when this comes out, be interested because
Go on.
you'll see
Where am I
yourself.
going to be? YouTube?
You'll see yourself.
Excellent.
You've lost.
Mate,
You've lost. You've lost because you've illegally
I haven't lost
detained me
anything.
under section 43. Do you know what? You really don't know what you're doing. You've never
know
done
a
it
lot.
before,
You're just
obviously.
trying to get
You've never seen a
a
terrorist in your
reaction.
life.
How
Yeah?
do you know
And,
that?
oh, I bet you haven't.
do
Have
you
you?
know?
Have you seen a terrorist?
I can't tell you, man.
Oh, you can't. Why not?
No.
Why? Because you're
That's
that big that
operation.
you're
No.
so massive that you can't say
I'm
whether or
not
not you've
massive.
seen something. It's like me asking you if you've seen a burglar and you're going to say, "Oh, I can't tell you that." Huh? What's the
not gonna-
difference?
Sorry.
Huh?
Mate, I'm getting bored.
Don't call me mate. You keep on calling me mate. I'm not your mate. I never would want to be your mate.
Okay, whatever.
Oh yeah, whatever. Off you go.
Obviously,
Off you go.
get
Don't
stopped again
talk to
later
me.
on
I don't want to
today.
hear you. I don't
It
want to
could
hear what
happen
you got to say.
again.
See? Chadwell Heath. Bully boys. Oh, wow. What rubbish tactics.
Yardley took this unlawful detention to court and walked away with a £750 compensation payout. That figure represents more than just money. It's legal confirmation that the officer violated his rights under flimsy pretenses. When the courts agree your stop was unlawful, that's not a small blunder. It's a failure in your duty to uphold the law. Let's not forget how fast this unfolded. The officer approached Yardley, demanded answers, and slapped a Section 43 detention on him in under a minute. No real investigation, no dialogue, just assumptions and control tactics. Even worse, the officer knew he might be dealing with an auditor. He said it himself and still continued as if this was some covert operation, his justification being that he might find videos of police buildings on the phone. But if you know he's an auditor and you expect to find videos of public buildings, what exactly are you searching for? The officer couldn't explain because there was no valid explanation. The second officer's behavior didn't help either. Rather than evaluate the situation fairly, he backed up the blunder with vague answers and antagonistic posturing. When the auditor asked why he'd been stopped, he shrugged it off with, "I don't know. I'm not him." That's not just a lack of accountability, it's a failure in teamwork and public service. And when he physically tried to control the auditor with subtle intimidation, it only exposed their strategy further. Silence the person, not the issue, and in the end, Yardley Ski not only stood his ground, he exposed this incident for exactly what it was, a textbook example of ego-driven, rights-violating policing. His court win sent a message that unlawful use of terrorism powers won't go unchecked. The payout, the exposure, and the embarrassment for these officers all stemmed from one truth: they let their authority override their judgment. It was a lesson in how not to do the job. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me continue with my independent coverage. Also, don't forget to check out Yardley Ski Auditing. His channel is linked in the description. Show him some love. Thanks for watching.